Welcome to the Final Fantasy trading card game Final Fantasy XIII starter set. Unboxing. Hey, this is the third in the current series we're doing. We've done all 3 starter sets here. This is the third one. My name's Craig and I'm from Final Fantasy TCG fans, and this is Michael.
I'm from Dicing on the Cake.
Okay, so yeah, we've opened the box. And we've got some extra packaging here, just protecting all the goodies inside.
So we've got the rules booklet first here, nicely laid out and illustrated.
Yeah, very well done, really easy to read. Yeah, very quick to read, and yeah, you're going to know the rules pretty quick. I think this game's quite easy to pick up, but there's definitely plenty of depth in there. And a nice playmat to show you where all the cards go, and a turn sequence, which is always good to have when you're starting out. And on the back of here, which I particularly like, is a deck list for each deck. So you've got all 3 deck lists in there. Also shows you how to play, what combos that are built in the deck, and also what cards you can add from Opus 1 to sort of take the deck forward and make it stronger.
Yeah, nice little touch. Not every card game.
I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. You know, you pick up a deck, you've never played the game before, you don't know what you're looking for. Still, they all look nice and pretty, and that's about it. So, yeah, good touch. So down to the meat.
Well, we should probably mention as well that yours will probably come with cellophane.
Yes.
But we had a slight technical hitch with our last recording, so we're starting it again. Sans cellophane this time.
So we're starting off with the lady herself.
Yep.
Lightning.
Now a model for Louis Vuitton.
I haven't seen them pictures yet. I think I will be.
So the main protagonist of Final Fantasy XIII, of course. As we've seen with a lot of the other cards in Opus 1 in the star sets, the cost to field Lightning is reduced by 1 CP for each Final Fantasy XIII character you've already got out on. Well, Final Fantasy XIII forward, I should say, not just any character you've got in control. She's also got haste, which is normally they have a sort of what they call summoning sickness in Magic. You can't attack on the first turn, but with haste you can do.
Yeah,
and
very
obviously
nice.
Haste a popular buff in the game.
Yes.
Make all your attacks go quicker.
Yeah, very. It's a lightning affiliation thing as well, isn't it? Very much so.
In the TCG.
And also another thing as well. I think there's another move on there, isn't there?
Yeah. When lightning deals damage to your opponent, choose 1 forward. The opponent controls and dull it. So.
Not only are you coming out hitting quickly, you're dulling them as well.
Yeah.
Which again is a lightning affiliation sort of trait.
Yeah. If you can get her out nice and quickly, then. You're laughing really, because you can do loads of damage and dull all your opponent's characters before they can do anything else.
Very strong, very strong. So this guy, Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh. This is from the Final Fantasy XIII 2 artwork there, and from the game itself, where you can fight him in a battle arena. And Gilgamesh, interestingly, is the only Final Fantasy character that is supposed to be the same character in every Final Fantasy game. He's sort of literally travelling the void from Final Fantasy to Final Fantasy. Whereas you get other characters like Cid and things like that, that are different characters but have the same name. Gilgamesh is supposed to be literally the same character.
Right, okay.
From world to world.
Oh, okay, interesting. So he's a forward, 4 CP. Gilgamesh cannot be returned to its owner's hand by opponent's summons or abilities. Can't remember what they are, but I've seen other cards.
Yeah, there's when we were doing the water and wind on the Final Fantasy X deck, there's a lot of bounce cards that send things back into your hand.
Okay, so he's sort of against that. We've got another ability, 2 lightning CP. Gilgamesh gains 1,000 power to the end of the turn.
And that's a repeatable ability, so you can do that for as much.
Yeah, because you're not dulling him, are you?
Yeah.
So you can just stack that.
And remember, when you discard a card, that's 2 CP. So. Of that colour, so
yes,
for every card you discard,
basically you can stack that quite well.
Yeah,
very nice. And his signature ability, Divider, which is 1 special, which for you who don't know is basically you can discard a card of the same name. Then we've got 2 lightning CP again. Choose 1 forward, break it. You can only use this ability if you have received 4 points of damage or more.
So you have to get sort of more than halfway towards losing the game, but that's a pretty powerful ability to just break it.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
Just break any forward.
That is very nice.
For 2 CP. And another copy of Gilgamesh, obviously.
Yes. But there's 3 in there.
There's 3 in there, and obviously that's one way you could boost your deck, is getting 3 of the different cards with Gilgamesh on.
And he's done us 13, so I'm sure there's cards in here searching for 13 characters as well.
Yeah, I think there are.
Yeah, very nice. So next we have Null.
So one of the 2 protagonists from Final Fantasy 13-2. You've got Null, who's got haste, again the theme of the sort of lightning affiliation. And when you control Sarah, who's the other protagonist in Final Fantasy 13 and Lightning's sister, Null gains 2,000 power. So you can go from 5,000 to 7,000 and for only 3 CP.
Yeah, very nice.
With haste, so not bad.
Yeah, very nice. So next we have a backup. It's Maki.
Maki, I don't know a huge amount about Maki, but she's in Nora, which is Snow's sort of anti-government movement. She's back up with 1 CP and dull Maki to choose 1 attacking lightning forward. It gains first strike until the end of the turn, which if you've seen our other videos where we've talked about first strike is an ability that lets you do damage before you receive damage. So you could break an opponent's attacker or defender before it deals its damage back to you, which is a pretty good ability to have.
Yeah, very nice.
So combo that with Null or Lightning and their haste ability, then you can be pretty powerful straight off.
Yeah, pretty hard hitting there. So this guy, bit of a funky name for me, that one, but I'm going with Rigdia.
I believe that's correct. That's how I always said it. So if we're wrong, let us know in the comments.
Yes.
But he's a member of the cavalry, who are a group of government forces that sort of turn against the government and try and sort of help Lightning and a party. Or do they?
I wouldn't know, I'm afraid.
Spoilers.
Okay, so he's a forward, 2 CP, 5,000 power, and when Rigdia enters the field, choose 1 active forward, deal 3,000 damage. When it is put from the field into the break zone this turn, choose 1 forward opponent controls and dull it. Yeah, so quite nice. So if that active forward, when it takes that 3,000 damage, actually breaks it, you also then can dull another character or another forward.
So this is the other sort of theme of the lightning affiliation, is the dulling opponent's cards, just to make your forces even faster.
Yeah, I must admit, when we was playing proxies from the Japanese game, I've been playing quite a lot of Lightning, and yet I do like the way they play. It sort of matches my style of play, so yes, I'm very interested to see these cards.
Don't let the opponents have a turn. That's the.
Which is always a good way to win. So next we've got the Lightning Summon from the deck, which is.
So this is Odin. This is Lightning's Eidolon from Final Fantasy 13. Unlike other Final Fantasy games, these summons in 13 were sort of tied to the characters, and they were only sort of came out through story reasons, and they helped the party members along with their mission, basically, their focus, as they call it.
Okie dokie. So
and they can all transform from 2 forms. So a sort of standing up normal sort of version, and then a sort of rideable version, which you can see in this picture.
Yeah.
Lightning's riding on.
Yeah, very nice.
Sleipnir is Odin's horse.
Right. Okay. So there's 4 CP. It's a summon, and it's choose 1 forward of cost 4 or less. Break it.
So nice, simple. Destroy something good.
Yeah, definitely. Would you like to sort of let the people know regarding sort of the rarity and the starter cards here? So
in the starter sets in the English version and the all the other non-Japanese versions, because they've been released in Spanish and French and German and all sorts. Yeah, they've released it in 5 different languages in the space of a few months, so it's a
They've
pretty
done well.
impressive feat of work there. So we've got these ones are all starters, and they were only available in the starter boxes. You can get hollow or premium versions of them as your sort of random premium card from a pack. Every booster pack has one premium card, a hollow version basically of any card in the set, including the starters. But you're not going to get any of the starters as your common cards in your booster.
Right, okay, yeah, so obviously you've got 3, which is so the max you can have in a deck of any one card, so you've got everything you need to play, but you can upgrade them.
That's a nice touch as well.
Yeah, very nice. You don't need to buy 2 starters.
Yeah,
to be honest,
which some other games companies
like you to do, because obviously once you've gone through the starters now, we move on to common cards, which are cards you can find in Opus 1, and again they're common, so you're most likely to get the extra one if you need, because they're generally 2s.
Yeah.
So we are about to go into the commons here, but I have noticed with this layout here, which is different from the other decks, that Odin's actually a rare card. He's not a starter.
I haven't seen that. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So there is only 2 of him.
I wonder if that's true in some of the other sets as well.
Yeah.
Go back and have a look.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and have a look. If you guys have had a look,
Had already spotted that, then
let us know.
kudos to you.
We did that on purpose.
Yeah, spot the deliberate mistake.
So we're moving on to the common cards now for the Lightning affiliation in this deck. So we're moving on to the sort of job titles, and we've got Sage.
So this is the Final Fantasy III DS remake artwork. Very nice illustration of all the different characters in loads of different jobs. So expect to see a lot of this artwork.
Yeah.
So
and if you have noticed in the top right hand corner, we've got the free card marker there. Basically what that indicates is generally when you're playing a named character like Lightning, Gilgamesh, Noel, etc., you can only have one of them on the field at any one time. But with any card that has the free card marker, you can play up to 3 of them on the field at the same time. So yeah, Sage is 4 CP. It's a backup. And when Sage enters the field, choose 1 character card in your break zone and add it to your hand.
So a nice way of bringing stuff back from the dead.
Yeah, really. Very nice.
And this is a good point to say as well. Nice little touch for the English language version is that the forwards and backups and summons have different banners, so you can tell at a glance which is which. So the black one for forwards, white one for backups, which don't have the power rating, and summons. Nice kind of sparkly background there.
Yeah, nice touch. It makes it nice and easy, quick to identify. So moving on to the next job role here, which is Summoner.
So it's common set from as we've mentioned in the other videos, that you get these basic Summoner, or some of them are called Evoker cards. This is the Final Fantasy Tactics artwork here. These are just really cheap 1 CP backups to just get out and use to help you get out sort of these odd numbered cards a lot easier.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than sort of paying over than what you need, because you can't carry it on. You can't carry it over to another sort of summon or purchase of bringing something else out. So
not yet, at least. Who knows?
Not yet.
Overdrive, maybe.
You never know. Okay, so the next one is Magus.
So this is the sort of advanced form of the Black Mage, more powerful in the sort of destructive magics. It's a standard unit, 3 CP. When he enters the field, choose 1 forward, deal 5,000 damage. So nice, simple, not too expensive.
3 CP, yeah. 5,000 damage, and you're bringing a backup out anyway, so anything extra is nice.
Yeah, remember of course that backups come out dulled, so they're not normally useful on their first turn. No. But if it's doing something like dealing 5,000 damage, it's
not bad.
A lot more appealing, yeah.
I think this is another fan favourite here.
Yeah, another popular job class. Dragoon. We've got the sort of female Dragoon artwork there. There is a male variant as well, I've seen. This is a nice, reasonable cost, 3 CP for 6,000 and first strike, which, as we mentioned, lets you attack things before other things attack you back.
Always nice. And
yeah.
I'm not sure if you mentioned that, but 6,000
yeah, 6,000 power, yeah. Not bad.
Yeah, very nice. So moving on to the starter cards now for the Ice affiliation. Sid Reigns.
This is the Final Fantasy XIII's version of Sid, the leader of the cavalry, which we mentioned before. When Sid enters the field, you choose one dull forward opponent controls, deal it 4,000 damage. When it's put from the field into the break zone this turn, your opponent discards one card from his or her hand. And you'll see this is a common thing in the Ice thing, is freezing your opponents out in two senses.
Yes.
The first sense being making them discard cards so they can't do as much on their turn, and the other one we'll see on a future card in a minute.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 5,000 power as well.
Yep.
2 CP. Yeah, very nice. So 3 of those. I'm going with Jill Nabat.
Yeah, that's how I always said it. Again, feel free to correct us in the comments section. I'm sure plenty of people won't hesitate to make sure we're corrected. That's what comment sections seem to be for. 2 CP, backup with EX burst. When Jill Nabat enters the field, you choose up to 2 forwards and freeze them. Freezing is you dull them, and then they don't stand back up again at the start of the next player's turn. They stand up in the following turn, so they're going to be locked out for 2 turns basically.
Yeah, very nice.
And her signature move there, Sadistic Surge, which is a special which, as you know, you need to discard another copy of Jill.
Yep.
And 1 CP and dull her. Choose 1 forward, dull it, and freeze it.
Yeah, very nice. Yes, and 2 CP and an EX, so I think she's going to be a bit of a staple for the Ice affiliation at the moment, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheap card and all that freezing.
Yeah, I don't think we've mentioned EX yet. So, those of you who know already, or those of you who don't even, sorry. EX bursts when a card goes into the damage zone, and it's got EX on it, then the effect triggers for free. You don't have to pay the cost.
Yeah,
so
very
nice
nice
little catch-up mechanic.
Yes.
If you're receiving lots of damage.
Yeah, it just puts that little sort of
it's
anticipation when you sort of turn over that damage dice. Brings a bit of a laugh to the game as well.
It brings a bit of a laugh, and also it's really good because sometimes an opponent doesn't want to rush through the game to try and do as much damage as possible because it could backfire massively on them.
Yes.
They accidentally wipe out their own.
Yeah, there's a lot of EXs that literally just wipe cards out, isn't there?
There's like deal 7,000 damage, or like this one, like freezing stuff out, and then you're stuck for a turn. And then it's just a really nice, easy, simple mechanic to balance the game nicely.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice little bit of luck. So another big character, I believe.
Yep, so Snow, the sort of second main protagonist from Final Fantasy XIII. What's really nice with these, with the cards, is they've put the paradigms that the characters follow, the Crystariums they unlock, and they're most sort of popular with. So Sentinel, we've got Sentinel with Snow, Ravager, Commando, Saboteur. So it's just a nice little touch that they're sort of looking at the Final Fantasy games. I mean, it's from Square Enix itself, so who better to know the Final Fantasy games, really?
Yes, is it. So it helps sort of fans of the series themselves. Just get that little bit of extra flavour with the game. So when Snow blocks, choose 1 forward, dull it, nice and simple. Signature move of Vendetta, which is 1 special and 1 Ice CP. Until the end of the turn, Snow gains 2,000 power and first strike. You can only use this ability while Snow is blocking. Very nice. 3 CP there and 7,000.
Nice little boost to his defences there.
Yeah, no, very nice. Next we have, I believe, Lightning Sister, as you said earlier on.
Lightning Sister Sarah, the sort of instigator of the whole sort of Final Fantasy XIII series. Sort of the events surrounding her will trigger the whole sort of sequence of games off, really.
Okay.
And there's her sort of bond is with Sarah, with Lightning, sorry, and also she's engaged to Snow.
Oh, okay.
Yep, the fiance.
Very nice. So she's a forward, 3 CP. When Sarah enters the field, your opponent discards 1 card from his or her hand. Nice and simple. Yeah, 6,000 damage, so and 3 CP. So yeah,
Yep, and that's
what not to like.
That's her as the main character from Final Fantasy 13-2. The artwork.
Right. Okay. Very nice. So the next one is a backup, and this is Mog.
Yep, Mog, the Final Fantasy 13-2 version of Mog, because there are a few other ones from like Final Fantasy, I want to say 9. Again,
so Mog is his name, and Moogle is his like.
Yeah, that's his race.
Race.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming there's Moogles through the games.
There's Moogles throughout all the games.
So we're going to be seeing quite a few Moogles.
They've just announced how the Moogles are going to feature in Final Fantasy 15 as well.
Okay.
There was this big whole thing that they made an announcement, Square Enix made an announcement that there weren't going to be any Moogles in Final Fantasy 15. And fans took to the internet and went, no, how dare you not put Moogles in the game. Even though Moogles haven't appeared in every single game. Anyway.
Probably sell quite a few plushies, I'm assuming.
yeah. Might be guilty of that myself. Mainly
have you got the tattoo? I've seen plenty of them online.
No, I haven't got the tattoo, no. They have had a vote online saying, do you think Moogle should be in Final Fantasy 15 or not? And they said yes, the public. So now they put them in, yeah. But the way they're doing it is they're making them a decoy that you can throw out in combat, because Final Fantasy 15 is much more action RPG kind of style.
Yeah, and the style's very much more realistic, isn't it, as well? Yeah. So to have sort of like little cartoon characters.
Yeah, so they're basically kind of like dolls you throw out, and it distracts all the monsters around you, so you can run away or sort of counter them on attacks and stuff.
That's a nice little touch, keeps everybody happy.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 CP there as a backup. When Mog enters the field, you may search for one category 13 forward and add it to your hand.
So a nice sort of general search, get some of those cool characters that you want to get out.
Yeah, nice, just with the big 13 characters out. Yeah, nice and easy. So now we're moving back onto the common cards. So Bard.
So a common staple of a lot of the Final Fantasy games, the sort of buffing musical character. In the TCG, we've got one version here. I think there's multiple versions of some of the jobs. We've got the Final Fantasy III DS remake artwork again. And for 2 CP, you can bring him out and he's a backup, and you can spend 1 CP and dull him, and then put him in the break zone, and then your opponent discards 1 card from his or her hand. Okay,
cool. Yeah, this is quite a cool mechanic. We've seen in some other backups as well from the other decks and from Opus 1 itself.
Yeah, because you might think, oh, well, why do I want to destroy my own backups when they're out there generating CP for me every turn? Well,
that's it. Well, you can only have 5 backups out at any one time, so you might get late game where there's a backup, you really want to use its ability or something like that. So
something like Sage, for example.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it, to bring someone out of this discard or the break zone. So so you're sort of putting it away, but you're getting something back for doing that, and then that gives you a chance to get the backup you want out. So yeah, nice there. Okay, so we've got the summon here for the ice affiliation for the deck.
Yeah, a rare card.
So yeah, Shiva.
The Final Fantasy 13 version as Snow's Eidolon.
So yeah, as you just said, there's a rare card. So yeah. Odin and Shiva are the rare cards.
Yeah. And in this version, it's the Shiva sisters. There's 2 of them, and they combine to make this motorcycle that Snow is riding about on.
Very nice, looking good. So yeah, Shiva is 3 CP, and she's an EX, unlike Odin. EX burst is choose 1 forward, double it, and freeze it. Nice and simple. In keeping with the ice affiliation, so next one which we've got here is the summoner.
Yep, so we've got the basic generic evoker / summoner thing that we get in every affiliation.
Yeah, so yeah, not really much more to say about that.
Yeah.
Just nice and cheap. Just nice for them odd numbers.
Yeah, get it out nice and early. And as well, don't forget that when you play a card, you've got to pay the CP cost, obviously, but you have to pay at least 1 CP of the affiliation that the card is that you're playing.
Yes.
So these are quite nice ways of getting, if you've only got lightning cards in your hand, but you've got an ice summoner out, you just need to tap that for 1 CP, and then the rest are good to go.
Yeah, yeah, very nice. And we've got the next one is Dark Knight.
Yeah. So we've got a couple of versions of Dark Knight in this deck that you're going to see. We've got four cost one with 2 CP ability, deal 1,000 damage to all forwards opponent controls.
Very nice.
So pretty powerful, 7,000 strength, power, whatever you want to call it. 4 CP, you know, reasonably expensive but pretty tough, and can, you know, attack other opponents, which is always a good little ability to have.
I think he looks alright. So, as Michael just said, so there's 2 Dark Knights in
So
here.
that's Ark from Final Fantasy III, dressed up as a Dark Knight.
Right, okay.
And then we've got Ignis or Ingus, I think.
Okay, so yeah, Dark Knight again then.
There's another Dark Knight. So 3 costs, so cheaper, 80,000 power, so stronger. So you might be thinking, well, it's cheaper and stronger.
I'll use that one.
Yeah, but when Dark Knight is put from the field into the break zone, Dark Knight deals you 1 point of damage.
Okay.
So it's cheap and powerful, but
You've got to look after
that
it.
double-edged sword that Dark Knights are quite well known for.
Right, yeah, so another sort of balanced deck there, I feel. Synergises really well.
Yep.
As you'll find in your deck list that you get inside there, tells you how to play it, combos, and what to add to it going forward to make it stronger. Yeah, I think, I don't know about you, Michael, but I've enjoyed opening all 3 of these boxes.
Yeah, I've enjoyed seeing what we're going to get, because we didn't know these are new starters formed for this release. They're not the Japanese starters, so we didn't know. We've seen a couple of these cards throughout the sets, but it's nice to see our versions of them, and how they're going to combo well and synergize, and where they're going to take it from here. It looks good.
Yeah, looking forward to getting them sleeved up and get some games
Into
going.
a game, yeah.
Yeah, so please like and subscribe if you will, and drop any comments below.
Yeah, let us know what you think of the Lightning affiliation, the Ice affiliation. Let us know what you think of the deck as a whole.
Yeah.
Where are you hoping to take a deck? Are you going to take this forward? What would you want to add to it? What would you take out? What would you change, really? Just let us know your thoughts.
Okay, yeah, so this is the end of a 3-part series we've done here. Hoping to bring some more videos to you soon. So also in the comments, let us know what you'd like to see next.
Yep.
Thanks for your time, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.